Hello, my name is Chloe. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you my April book haul. So this is very chilled. I'm camped out on the floor. The reason I'm doing this, you won't actually know. I don't know why I'm owning up to this. It is only the 17th of April, but I have over 40 books here. And I just need to put them away because I have this such nice set of bookshelves which now have loads of gaps in and then piles of books next to the bookshelf that I'm supposed to leave there for another couple of weeks. So we're going to pretend that this is it for April and anything else that comes is going to come in the May book haul. I hope that's fine with you. I already have a drink because I just know I'm going to lose my breath doing this. So here we have a couple books from BOOKSWAP, a couple books I bought secondhand on eBay, a couple of books I paid full price for, a big charity shop haul and some lovely gifts. So I'm going to go through in those sections rather than types of books or whatever. Strap in. I won't be saying too much about each of the books just because there are so many, but if you have any comments on them, any questions on them, drop them down in the comments and I'll get there. So I'm going to start off with the BOOKSWAP books. Again, I won't keep going on about it, but BOOKSWAP is a really, really great service. I am not at all sponsored, but would love to be if we can figure that out. Where you put all of your unwanted books up for offer, and then you can order books on there. And all you do is pay for postage, and when somebody orders a book from you, you get an ordering point which you then use to continue to order books. Does this make sense? Probably not. I'm not talking in normal words. I currently have another 2 points on there for when people use my link, which you will find in the description, to sign up and order a book. When you order a book, I get a free point and I will then order another book. My book haul here is quite substantial. So I haven't gone and bought a random book. I am going to wait until something pops up that I'm really interested in. So yeah, I have another 2 books. They will probably be in the May haul. But yeah, if people continue to use my link, I will continue to get free books. So the book hauls will keep coming. But this month I used 2 points. The first one I have here is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare in this brand new paperback. I cannot believe how perfect condition this is. So I paid the £3.50 or whatever it is for postage for this gorgeous paperback. I have not got up to this series yet. I've not even read The Dark Artifices yet, but I'm collecting them all in paperback. So I couldn't leave it. Then I've got a book that I seriously cannot remember what I've heard about it, but I remember that Molly was really hyped about it. And that is The Burning Girls by CJ Tudor. I really don't know much. A small town, a dark past, a dangerous present. I haven't even read the blurb. And you know what? I'm not going to. It looks cool. Hardback, £3.50, brand new. Can we complain? Next, I'm going to go through all the ones I made. Basically, in England, the non-essential retail reopened on the 12th of April, meaning that we could go back to charity shops. I forgot this fact, and at the start of April, I made a massive order on eBay of secondhand books, which was completely unneeded, but let's show you them. First, we have The Girls by Emma Cline, which is an adult book. I don't even know what category to put it in, about cults. I don't know whether it is actually based on the Manson family, but I've heard it has Manson family influences. Evie Boyd is desperate to be noticed. In the summer of 1969, empty days stretch out under the California sun. The smell of honeysuckle thickens the air and the sidewalks radiate heat. Until she notices them, the snatch of cold laughter, hair long and uncombed, dirty dresses skimming the tops of thighs, cheap rings like a second set of knuckles, the girls. And at the centre, Russell and the ranch down a long dirt track and deep in the hills, incense and clumsily strummed chords, rumours of sex, frenzied gatherings, teen runaways. Was there a warning, a sign of things to come, or is Evie already too enthralled by the girls to see that her life is about to be changed forever? I like cult stuff in the way that I'm just weirdly interested, so I think this is going to be a good time. Next we have Hollow Pike by Juno Dawson. This is a very old copy, but it's in pretty much perfect condition and is signed, but personalised to Liana, so I'm sorry I'm not Liana. But I heard about kind of Juno Dawson's backlist stuff from Emily at Emily Kathleen Reads, so decided to give this one a go, and I know nothing about it. Something wicked this way comes. Hollow Pike, where witchcraft never sleeps. Sounds like it's going to be fun. Next, another perfect condition book is The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams. I know literally nothing about this. I added it to my wish list when I heard it was going to be a thing because I liked the cover. And it's been on there ever since. Saw it on eBay, so I own it now. I will just say this is going to be a long video regardless, so it's a good thing if I know nothing. Next, we have The House by Christina Lauren. Another one, pretty much nothing. This was recommended to me about 2 years ago. It's a young adult, I think. Some sort of creepy house. Next, we have Survive the Night by Danielle Vega. This is the same author as The Merciless, which I read for my book club a couple of months ago, and it was very trashy, like gruesome horror. That's what I want from this one. It's probably what we're gonna get. I don't even know what because the blurb is on the inside. Oh, there is something to do with an underground rave. Intrigued. Then I've got a couple of beat up books, but I'm very excited for them nonetheless. We have When You Were Mine by Rebecca Searle. I saw this doing the rounds on a couple people's channels, so grabbed it for a couple of pound. What if the greatest love story ever told was the wrong one? Some sort of Romeo and Juliet inspired YA romance. I think it's YA. Next, I have one that's completely inspired by Rachel at Rachel Kerris. I got my hands on I Heart New York by Lindsay Kelk. Just from what Rachel said, this is about Angela who finds out her boyfriend is cheating on her. So she runs away to New York. Apparently it's going to be like you're not expecting the world, so you don't get the world, but it's fine. It's just going to be a fun time, I think. Next, we have The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. This is a YA contemporary. We've got Paige, whose first boyfriend has died in a swimming accident, and it's time she rejoined the real world. Is it too late for a second chance at life? Feel like it's going to be relatively hard-hitting, but an easy time to read nonetheless. Next, we have Beautiful Broken Things by Sarah Bernard. I absolutely loved A Quiet Kind of Thunder, so I've decided to just get my hands on every Sarah Bernard without finding out what they're about. So no clue, but we're expecting good things. Next, we have Goodnight Mr. Tom by Michelle Megorian. This is a book that I read while I was in primary school. I think I would have been about 10 when I read this, and like the whole class did. It's a World War II story about a boy who gets evacuated and lives with Mr. Tom. And it's really hard hitting and emotional. I remember nothing apart from crying, so it's going to be a good time. And the final book I bought from that like eBay shopping thing was A Danger to Herself and Others by Alyssa Sheenmull. I've read that other book, Faceless, and thought it was okay, but I have heard better things about this one. Kathleen Glasgow says it's a compelling and beautifully told story, so another YA contemporary. Right, now let's move on to books I paid full price for, which is never a thing for me. The first one that I don't know whether you will have seen a vlog for this yet, I haven't started reading it yet, but I will be. It's Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. I can't even say I'm just going to read this to see how awful it is. Like, I am expecting to enjoy this because I am a strange individual. I was watching somebody's reading sprints where they were talking about this, and somebody, like one of the You Lovely subscribers said, "Chloe, no, you're too innocent." And I just want to prove you all wrong. So I bought this book in its massive entirety. If you have no idea what this is about, please do not watch my vlog because you may be scarred. This is a reverse, is it harem? Is that how you say it? Reverse harem. But it's basically a woman who is owned by a gang, and there's a lot of sex and something to do with a knife. I don't know. It's going to be a fun time. Next, I got The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson. This is a non-fiction book about H.H. Holmes, one of America's most notorious serial killers. I don't really know what, much more that I can say. If you've seen the American Horror Story series Hotel, that kind of gives you a vibe of what this guy was all about. Next, this one was actually only £2, but it was full price, and that is Silka's Journey by Heather Morris. This is the sequel to The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which I read this month and really enjoyed. And Silka seems to have an even more heartbreaking story to the tattooist. So I really wanted to grab the book all about her. It's just going to be like a really tragic story, I think, but one that's going to be emotional and really powerful to read. Next, we have the books I got when I went and I was released into Waterstones. Weirdly for me, because I guess you will pick up the theme here that I read mostly YA if you didn't know that already, but I actually bought 2 middle grade books and 2 adult books. So the first middle grade book I got was A Kind of Spark by Al McNichol. I've heard really great things about this from Emma at Emma Novella. Do you know what? I don't actually know what this is about. Emma would not stop talking about it in live shows I was watching, so I saw it. It was in a buy one get one half price deal, so I thought, well, I'm having that. It's really short, so I feel like it's going to be a quick and easy and fun time. And then one that a lot of people are going to be very happy to see on this list is Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow by Benjamin Dean. So many people I know have read this and absolutely loved it, including Rachel and India. And this is about a young boy whose parents are getting divorced and they seem to hate each other. And what's his name? Archie. He finds a leaflet that's fallen out of his dad's pocket, I believe, that is for Pride, and he decides to go because he feels like going will save the marriage or like find the answers. I don't know. I've heard amazing things and I feel like this is going to be an absolutely amazing read, and oh my god, this is gorgeous. I'm so excited. Then the adult books I got, the first one is aptly named Adult by Emma Jane Unsworth. This is about Jenny, who can't afford her mortgage since her ex moved out. She's about to get dumped by her best friend and she spends all day online stalking women with picture perfect lives. And now her mother has appeared on her doorstep unbidden to save the day. Is Jenny really ready to grow up and rescue herself this time? Just seems like it's going to be like I kind of got normal people vibes from it, even though that's not what this is going to be like, but just a normal person doing normal things, which I really want to read. And then another book which I've heard quite a lot about, we have Exciting Times by... Why have I not learned how to pronounce this? I'm sorry, it's an Irish name and Irish names really trip me up. But here we go, here is the author's name. This is about our character Ava, who is teaching English to kids in Hong Kong. I've heard that it's just really good. I can't say more than that. I saw it in the shop. I was released to Waterstones on the 12th and I grabbed it. I also really like that we have toothbrushes and then we have chopsticks. It's cool. Okay, sorry if the angle changed, my feet had gone completely numb. So now let's get on to the charity shop haul. The first one I have here is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This one I'm actually going to have read by the time you see this video because I'm buddy reading it with Christina this month, and I kept complaining that I was going to have to read it on my Kindle. So when I saw it in a charity shop for 50p, it was a no-brainer. Next we have another one that I definitely wouldn't pick up full price, but for some reason I grabbed it, and that's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I know it's not going to be my thing, but this seems to be like such a staple book in the community that I wanted to give it a go when I saw it for 50p. When that will happen, I don't know, but I couldn't leave it. Next we have two books that I'm hoping India will be happy I got, because it's by one of the authors that now when I see their name I think of India straight away, and that is Lisa Jewell. So I got Then She Was Gone and Watching You, which I don't think India has read either of these. It's just Lisa Jewell that makes me think of her. These are both adult thrillers. Again, 50p each. I just thought, why not, really? Then I went to the charity shop today and got this entire stack, which I'm now going to drop, for £10. So let me talk you through them. First, we have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This is the Penguin English Library edition. I did have the Barnes & Noble leather-bound edition, but I gave it to Laura because I thought she'd appreciate it more. And I did relatively enjoy the stories, even though I didn't understand them. So I just decided to get this cute copy. No need though. My feet have gone completely numb. Next we have a book I've never heard of, but it was in a deal, so it came out as free, and that was Super Awkward by Beth Garrard. This I feel like is on the border of middle grade to teen, because it's about, well, I know it is teen. It's like teen but not YA, even though YA is teen. I don't even know how to explain it. It's about a girl called Bella who accidentally called my geography teacher mum twice. He wasn't impressed. So it figures that when I meet the fittest boy in the world, Zach, I'm doing solo star jumps while dressed as a cereal box. I feel like it's going to be fun and easy. And it was free. Next, I got a middle grade booktube darling, and that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I'm not going to try and explain it because I don't really understand it myself, but everyone seems to love this one. And again, it was basically free. Next, this is, I did say when I opened these in my vlog that I feel like there has to be somebody in the booktube community who lives near this charity shop, because now we have The Explorer by Catherine Rundell, which was massive on booktube, which is about a group of kids. When their plane crashes, 4 children are stranded in the Amazon jungle. Now they have to survive alone, but with someone there before them. So I did try to listen to this on audiobook and I just wasn't interested. And I feel like sitting and physically reading it is going to be easier for me. I don't know. Again, this is why I think they're into booktube. We have The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. I know this is based on Baba Yaga. Clueless. It's been big on booktube. And the final middle grade book I picked up is Cherry Crush by Kathy Cassidy. Kathy Cassidy was one of my favourite authors as about the actual target audience age of these books. I used to have a copy of this. I remember this cover because it's really cool, but I don't know if I ever actually read it or whether I outgrew it and now I'm interested again. Really, when I saw Kathy Cassidy, I wanted to find Ginger Snaps because that is my favourite and it always was. I used to have a signed copy. But yeah, let's give it to explain, the deal was that you bought 3 and got 3 free. So cool. The adult books I've got, one I know hasn't got the best reputation, but I saw it and wanted to try, and that is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I'm gonna go with. A lot of people say it's awful. A lot of people say this is great. It's a YA thriller about Alicia Berenson lived a seemingly perfect life until one day 6 years ago when she shot her husband in the head 5 times. Since then, she hasn't spoken a single word. It's time to find out why. People love it, people hate it. It was basically a pound. Next, we have The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. This I actually re-added to my Amazon wishlist because I wanted to give it another go. I read it when I was far too young and didn't actually understand what was going on. So I wanted to give it a go, knowing more about the world, I guess, because I seriously think I was like not even a teenager when I read this. And I'm disturbed about how I got my hands on it, really. But yeah, I wanted to give it another go as an adult. Next one I picked up on a whim is Karin Slaughter's Blindsided. Victoria from What Victoria Read bought me The Good Daughter. Yeah, The Good Daughter. And this was next to The Good Daughter on the shelf. So I was like, oh, what's that? It says, a small town, a violent murder, a brutal killer. Let's give it a go. And sticking on the Karin Slaughter theme, we then have Pretty Girls. So this one I had actually had on my wish list. I don't know who talked about it a couple of days ago, but I heard somebody talk about it and wanted to give it a go. A missing girl, a hope never lost, a killer never found. Apparently all of Karin Slaughter's books are very, very graphic, so let's try. And we're at the 20-minute mark of filming, so let's go through some gifts I got. First of all, we've got some bits and bobs from the lovely Rebecca. She first sent me all 3 volumes of Heartstopper. Like, can you even imagine someone being this amazing? So we have, I mean, we've all seen them, but volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. I will be picking this up as soon as I physically can. When she sent those, she also sent 2 books by C.J. Tudor. She sent me The Chalk Man and The Taking of Annie Thorne. So because I have these and The Burning Girls, we better hope I like C.J. Tudor, because I don't actually know if I do or not yet. But obviously, I'm very appreciative that I now own these. And then also from Rebecca, but at a different time of the month, she sent me The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. I really do want to read this. This says, the honeymoon of a lifetime with her sworn enemy. I will just say the English cover is disgusting compared to the American one. I will put the American one on the screen because I love it, but I'm sure that's not going to impact the story on the inside. Then I got a present from the lovely Victoria of What Victoria Read. She sent me Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. It was actually Victoria who bought me Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which I read last month and really enjoyed. So when I saw this one come through and it was Victoria again, like I just want to slap her. She's so nice. But yeah, the second of the Brown sisters, adult, smutty romance. We love it. And then finally, I have 2 gifts from Jade from paperback to hardback. She sent me Empire of Storms and Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This one is a weapon. You could hurt somebody. I mean, even this is a weapon, but God, look at this. So this is book number 7. I don't actually know. Why am I trying to sound convinced? So this is book number 5 and this is book number 7 of the Throne of Glass series. But Jade is just such an absolute sweetheart and I can't believe she got these for me. So those are all the books I got this month. Let me count them up. I think that's 43. Either way, I have a problem and I'm now going to put some booktube videos on while I try and fit all of these books onto these shelves. It's not going to happen, is it? We can dream. So on that note, I'm going to stop talking. If you did enjoy this video, please do consider giving it a like and subscribing for more content from me. If you have any opinions on any of these books, please do put them down in the comments so I can chat to you about them. I would love to know if any of these books need to be read immediately, in your opinion. So yeah, please do let me know. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.